Yo guys, it's me again. I did a deep dive yesterday into memory fragments. I totally forgot to cover what we play on supportive type characters. And the answer here is, yeah, interesting or even a little bit weird, because we do not go for 4 set bonies or a 4 set boni, we go for 3 2 set bonies instead. And one of them is, yeah, at the very least a little bit lackluster, if not even 100% completely useless. Let's talk about it. Because if you look right at like the premier support in this game, Mika, and you take a look at her basic cards, then those are very lackluster. Adding a 20% heal or even damage to the water arrow here, right? That doesn't even do much. It gets way worse, because if you play a good save data for Mika, you completely remove all of these cards. You don't even play them at all. You have 0 basic cards in Mika's kit if you play her correctly. So you see how, and also, by the way, Whirlpool, I should mention, is also removed completely from her kit. You deal 0 damage, and therefore the set for the attack increase is completely useless, right? You don't have any basic cards either, so the set for the basic cards 20% increase is also completely useless, you know what I mean? And that's like a little bit of a problem. These supportive type characters are left behind when it comes to memory fragments. Here on the other hand, for Cassius, attack is pretty okay, because no matter what type of save data you play with him, you will always deal at least a little bit of damage, and this is where the attack increase comes in clutch, right? Dice Trick hits like a truck for 0 AP, and it profits from this attack. Same for Devil Dice. So yeah, for a character like Cassius, increasing his attack like does something of value, right? But for characters like I just presented you, Mika, or even Nia, this doesn't do anything. Here for Mia, you could argue, yeah, the 20% healing increase for amp therapy or the damage increase on stroke, you know, does a tiny little bit, but it's really nothing like groundbreaking or something to worry about. And again, if you play the absolute perfect save data for Nia, then you have like G-Chord and Adagio in your kit, right? Maybe like a mute accent or 2, and that's about it. Again, you don't play any basic cards and you don't deal any damage. So the set, that's what I mean with these sets are completely pointless if you play these characters correctly. But it is what it is. We still gonna go for, yeah, those 2 here, the Healer's Journey set and the Authority set from Tetra, and then you're gonna make a decision. Is it more worth it for you to increase your attack, or is it better to increase the damage, shield and healing of basic cards by 20%? That is a little bit debatable. As I said, both are useless, so you go with the 3rd set for whatever you please. But truly the only thing you have to worry about is to get these 2 set bonies onto your character. Here we go to memory fragments. You can see Healer's Journey gives me plus 12% max HP, and the Scarab set increases damage, shield and healing of my basic cards by 20%. Alright, then you are already aware from my previous video about all the possible prefix stats, right? Everything that we can gain. And here for the supports, all you worry about is health and defense. You can gain a little bit of ego recovery as well. You wouldn't be mad rolling that either. And be aware that, let me show you an example here. You can roll double health, double defense, right? Sometimes on some items you can sacrifice, yeah, either 1 health or 1 defense prefix for an ego recovery prefix. That would be fine. But yeah, you don't need any crit damage, critical chance. You need nothing else than defense, health, and add some ego recovery. Another good tip for min-maxing this even further is the following here. If you roll double health and double defense, you will always end up with two of these prefixes, of course. One that gives you a flat stat, like this one right here, plus 11, and the other one will give you a percentage stat, like this here, 1.2%. And again, if you have double defense and double health, you want to sacrifice one of either health or defense percentage stat, very important, and then gain as much ego recovery in there as well. And that's really about it when it comes to memory fragments for support. Again, the sets are Healer's Journey and Seth's Scarab, and the prefixes are health, defense, and a little bit of ego recovery. You go about it like I just explained. And that's it. Right? Hope that video was fun and informative. If you like Chaos Zero Nightmare content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until next time, don't forget to join the Discord server, link in the description down below. Take care of yourselves, have a great day, peace and love.